This is season, sorry friends, just hold on. Yes, good evening friends. I am Preetham Kumar Agarwal and I am the founder director of Hello Christian of Preschools and Riverstone Schools. And today we are starting up the season 3 to understand the Indian preschool industry, how it is working, what are the experiences I had in the past 15 years. I wanted to share with you in the next 1 week, starting today and finishing it on Saturday. I'll be trying to interact with you. I'll be trying to give you all the aspect of running a successful preschool, right? And today's topic, what we have it is the government rules and regulations, the space requirement, and the staff requirement in a preschool. Tomorrow we will talk about the preschool curriculum and the training part. Wednesday we will talk about preschool franchise industry. Thursday we will talk about the marketing aspect of preschools. And Friday we will talk about the investment, return on investment, and the break even. And Saturday we'll have a question and answer session. So I will be interacting with you all today also. I will try that I will be able to interact only with people those who are in the video, and you have to rename yourself with your name and the location. So friends, today's session is very important that we are talking about government rules and regulations first. Friends, very important, right? You all are, I know you are all into this industry or you wanted to be in this industry right now. The very good news about this industry is that from the new education policy, right, with the new education policy of India 2020, right, now we are recognized, and now our education system, the preschool education system, is a compulsory education system, right? It is a part of the school education system. They have accepted as the preschools, right, which is like pre-primary to us earlier, right? And we will all be able to run, which is even written on the NEP, is called a standalone preschools, right? Either you are a standalone preschool or you are a franchisee schools. Yes, there is something called a pre-primary schools. There will be something called a preschool. There is something called a play school. The word which they are using it as preschool right now. So earlier it was called an activity center. People have were speaking about Montessori school. People were talking about kindergartens. People were talking about play school, play home, right? But now officially we will be called as preschools, right? So that is the best part is now this education system, which is nursery, LKG, and UKG, right? I will speak in a very better languages so that you will be able to understand that earlier to the NEP, if I am not doing my nursery, LKG, and UKG, even I was eligible for first standard. But now this education, nursery, LKG, UKG, is a part of the education framework, and it is a compulsory education, right? So every child, right, across India has to go through these three pre-primary classes, nursery, LKG, UKG, then only the child will be eligible to go to first standard, right? So that is the best part of the new education policy for us, which is very important, right? Now, prior to this new education policy, we all were running these preschools for the last 10, 15, and 20 years across India, right? We had some local permissions, but not from the education department, right? Yes, in places like Karnataka, we had some branches, we have some schools, we have some preschools across Karnataka who were got the permission from the government education department. But really, as a brand owner, where we have centers across India, I have not seen any certification, any approvals, any permission for any preschools across India so far. Even today, till today, we are in December 2020. Even apart from Karnataka, no other state in India, no other preschools have got any written permission, right? Not even a single certificate or a paper given by any education department to run these preschools. right? मुझे नहीं लगता है, very clearly I am telling you, even we have centers across all states, right? We do have 685 centers across India, but I have not seen any certification, any approval, any permission apart from Karnataka who has got to run these preschools. अभी तक तो नहीं है, till now nothing is there, but yes, in future there may be certain rules and regulation which will be in place to start or run a preschool, right? So that is a good part of it, friends. Even whenever you are running a good school, you don't want anybody go and open a preschool anywhere in India, right? ऐसा आपको लगता है? Because if you see a lot of areas, if you can see a lot of town and cities, there are preschools, mushrooming preschools, people say, right? Mushrooming number of preschools across every street, every corner, every villages, every towns, right? So that will definitely give some restrictions, right? The new laws, which is we are expecting as soon as possible from these governments, right? Either before the coming academic year or before the next academic year, either before 21-22 or before 22-23. So there may be certain guidelines which will be there to run a preschool, but definitely this will not be as the guidelines will not be as good as how to run a preschool, how to run a school, right? It will be definitely a small premises. It will be definitely will be allowed in a residential area. They may talk to you for number of students in the class. They may speak to you for number of space which is required per child, right? And they may ask you some CCTV cameras, they may ask you some fees to be paid, they may ask you some attendance, some basic eligibility for the teachers, which is still not there in the NEP, right? So there are certain norms which will definitely be there. But friends, last 20 years, last 15 years I'm in this industry, last 20 years, over 20 years this industry exists in India, but all preschools were running into residential areas. They were catering to parents, they were catering to children, they were supporting the families, they were running this good education formats, right? Which is very, very important format. And because of that quality of education, because of that preschool, right? The government has understood the importance of early childhood education, right? And they have now made it to mandatory. क्यों मैंडेटरी किया है? You all need to understand the foundation level has to be very strong for the child. If you have seen in the last few years, right, not few years, a year ago, when CBSE also had declared that they will reduce the curriculum to around 50%, right? They have to understand the growing age, they have to understand the what you call as burden in the child, right? So this preschool early education is very, very important part of the child's life's education, right? So in terms of government rules and regulations, friends, what we are expecting, the bottom line is how it has happened in Karnataka. There were certain rules and regulations across Gujarat, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, right, and Telangana, but that was not doable. If there are rules and regulations coming up, and if it will not be doable or which is not be possible, then there is no value to this rules and regulations. What was happening into these cities in the past. But as far as Karnataka was concerned, it was doable, it was achievable, it was understood that this basic is required. So Karnataka, I'm just trying to repeat some 10 points where we need to understand what kind of rules and regulations we are expecting from these departments, right? Friends, the first one is the space requirement, right? Right? These preschools are normally running in terms of, let's say, Bangalore or Mumbai or rural places. They have different setup of sizes. Mumbai, there are preschools running for less than 500 square feet. Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune, a standard preschool is around 1200 to 1500 square feet. And if you go to a rural part of India, tier 3, tier 4 cities, the average size is around 2000, 2500 square feet. So government will bring some norms, right, according to the cities, maybe, or according to the number of children. According to number of children will be a justified uh, reason, because a places like Mumbai will be totally different than a places like Bangalore, and a small place like Mysore, or a small town in near to Lucknow, let's say, right? So government will definitely bring a plan where they will say that if you have 2000 square feet, you can only accommodate, let's say, 200 children, right? Or they will say per child you should have 10 square feet space, or a 3 square meter space, or a 6 square meter space, or a 10 square meter space per child. Something in terms of that will definitely come. That will be a good idea, because otherwise running a preschool in Mumbai will be very difficult, right? Running a preschool in Bangalore will be very high expensive because of rentals, right? And in small town, this is a very easy for space, but you may not get so much of children, right? So that is very, very important to understand that government will certainly bring some rules for space, which is per square feet per child, or per square meter per child, which is required to run a preschool. Or if you have so much of square feet, you can only take so much of intake. Is that clear, friends? Point number one. Point number one, if it's clear, I will require everybody to write clear. If it's not clear, I'm ready to repeat the same thing. I want at least 4-5 people to write clear, clear, and clear. Right? So we are expecting that state government will come with a point of per square feet requirement for the space, right, to run a preschool. That is the first requirement, friends. Second is, who will be eligible to run a preschool, right? I as Pritam Agarwal, or Nikki as a lady, Amar as from Ghaziabad, Anil Anand is from Muzaffarnagar. The government will ask you who all are these people who are running the preschools. But yes, that is not very important to these people, right? They may ask you not as a person, but are you a trust, are you a society, or are you a company? So they may make it mandatory that this will not be run by any individual, which is there in Karnataka also as on today, which is a very good reason. They may not allow an individual to run a preschool. They may give you an option that either it has to be a trust, or it has to be a society, or it has to be a company who can run the preschool. No individual will be able to run the preschool. That may be a reason. If government is not bringing any rule, it is comfortable, we can do as an individual also, we can run as an individual also, and we can open as an individual also. That is a good part of it. But there are chances that they may ask for it, and obviously as per my 15 years of experience, I will suggest you to run as a company or run as a trust if it's a small what do you call as setup. If you are looking for a school, if you are looking for a bigger this thing, right, long term plannings, you can go to a society also. But up to a preschool level, up to a school standard on preschool, I'll always suggest you as a trust or a company. All right, so is that clear for the point number two? Who will be eligible to run a preschool? If it's clear, Atulji, if you are raising the hand, you need to be in the video, right? So that people only in video will be able to interact. Rest people, please be there and you have to listen only, sir. I'm really extremely sorry for this, I have. So I think, yes, Atulji, thank you so much. You said you are able to understand it. So friends, is it clear for the point number two? All right, I've got some 4-5 yes again. So friends, the first one was for the space. Second one was as a trust, who can run it. The third one, friends, is very, very important, that they will definitely ask you to put a CCTV cameras, right? It is mandatory. Either they ask for it or they do not ask for it. Let's all have it, right? It is a basic requirement to safeguard the interest of everyone, to safeguard my interest as a management, right? a teacher's interest as a teacher, and a parent's interest as a safety, and the child's interest as a safety, right? It is very, very important to have a CCTV, which is mandatory. Let's all plan it. And if we do not have, let's plan for it immediately. If we all have it, then it is always, obviously it is good for it. So that is the third point to understand. The fourth point is the ratio part, right? The number of children in the class, which is already mentioned in the what you call as the new education policy, as 25 children to one class. So friends, that is a government document. Lesser is better, right? If there are less number of kids in the class, it is always better. So if you're running a good standard preschool, let's not increase our ratio for beyond 10, 12, and 15, right? 10 for the urban cities, 12 for the category B cities, and for the rural 15 children. So the ratio, we should keep it at 10, 12, and 15, not like a government school of 25. So they have already given a ratio in the class as 25, right? So these are four important points to understand. The fifth point, which we are talking about right now, is government will talk about the water facility and the toilet facility. The safe water, safe drinking water facility and the toilet facility, right? Government may ask for a boys toilet and a girls toilet. We should be ready with it, right? Or government will definitely talk about the safe drinking water, right? So let's all plan and have a aquaguard or a canned RO system, right, in our own school. And if you are not really investing that money right now, you can start using the 20-liter jar, right? So 20-liter jar, we all can use it to save our investment in the initial days. So friends, that is one. Next one is, friends, very, very important is that every state has got some rules and regulations for the property tax, the electricity connection, the water connection, what you have, right? So let's be very clear that let's accept it. If it is not going to be written on the rules and regulations, let's everyone treat your property as a commercial property and be ready to pay the difference amount to your owners or for your own property extra in terms of the taxes to the municipality or to the what you call as BBMP, as in Bangalore, or Mahanagar Palika into some cities. Be ready to pay some commercial taxes for your particular building usage as commercial usage. If it's not written right in the new rules and regulations, be ready to pay that commercial taxes. We are all paying it to a measure of the building since last 15 years, right? If it's mentioning, then we have to pay. If it's not even mentioning, let's all get ready to pay that difference amount and ready to pay it as a commercial tax. No issues, friends. We are making money out of it. We are running a business premises, and to avoid certain unforeseen circumstances, some claims by any property department, any tax department, we should be ready with it, friends. So better to pay it rather than avoiding it, right? Let's be safe and clear in the initial days itself. Similarly, for the water and electricity connection, till there is no mention, let make it and take the approval and pay as per the property, what you call as commercial property, so that it will safeguard you. We have issued a lot of complaints in the past that somebody is asking for bribes, somebody is asking for extra payment, somebody is asking me to pay fine or penalties. So it's better to have it as commercial if it's not mentioned, right? Is that clear, friends? Is that clear for CCTV camera? It is clear for the ratio. Is that clear for the property tax, the electricity and the water connections? All right, friends, the next part is the teacher's requirement, the staff which is available in your premises, right? You must do some police verification, right? You can apply it for their verification in the nearest police station, or there are even private companies like Better Place. There is a private company called Better Place. They can give, if you can give your employees IDs, maybe it is Aadhaar card or PAN card or address proof or driving license, they will verify, they will definitely verify the IDs, and they will suggest you their people have any criminal records or not. So I will suggest you, whatever the number of staff you have, you should have a police verification or you should have a private company verification. Keep their details in your offices, keep their address, keep their permanent address, keep their email IDs, keep their PAN cards, Aadhaar cards, and all possible documents from the teachers and the caretakers and all the staff. Have a proper attendance system, right? And if you have teachers, ask their last degrees, last achieved degrees or certificates copy, so that you can keep it in the school premises, right? Friends, next is the fire extinguisher, right? There are fire extinguisher which is available in the market, which are available in the market for 1500 rupees to 3000 rupees. They have got expiry of 2 to 3 years, and I suggest you, depending upon the premises, for every thousand square feet, you should have a plan for a fire extinguisher of around 5 kgs, right? A 5 kg fire extinguisher for every 1000 square feet, right, to safeguard your premises. So as I said, right, these are the points you have to understand and run, and keep everything ready. Whenever any government department wants to come and inspect your school, each and every corner is clean, you have water facility, you have CCTV camera, you have toilet facility, you have attendance register, you have your employee details, your employee details have already been verified, you have your teachers last qualified qualification certificate, right? You have your proper fire extinguisher, you have your proper CCTV camera, right? You have a proper approval from the education department, you have a proper approval from the electricity and water department, so everything is in place. So friends, you are not doing anything illegal. In every area there are restaurants, bars, spas, everything is running into residential areas, right? And a lot of things, lot of people come and say that you are running a school in doing the this and that. So you have everything in place so that nobody is going to disturb you, even a government comes with a proposal or do not come with a proposal. It may take another 6 months or 1 year for government to give you the certain guidelines also. So till the time the government is not giving guidelines, we know what is the guidelines will be, and let's plan accordingly and run it. So friends, let me come back to you all, whoever is there in video. If you have any queries regarding the government rules and regulations, I will definitely hear you and I'll definitely give you the answer if possible, if I have it. Anybody like to interact, please raise your hand. Only people in video. Anyone? Otherwise, I'll take it that everybody has understood this part. And Amarji, go ahead. Unmute your.
Yes, sir. सर जो सेकंड पॉइंट है, ये सोसाइटी या ट्रस्ट किसी कंपनी से हमें एफिलिएटेड होना पड़ेगा, तो मतलब ये क्या हमें जैसे अपने स्कूल के नाम से कुछ प्राइवेट कंपनी वगैरह या प्रोप्राइटरशिप कंपनी बनानी होगी, कैसे करना होगा ये?
अभी तो आप प्रोप्राइटरशिप ही रखो सर. मैं ये बोलना चाह रहा था कि देयर मे बी सम रूल्स कमिंग अप. It will maximum, it will be society, trust or a company. But if there will be no rule coming up, we all will continue running as a proprietorship only, which is the first preference. अभी तो आप proprietorship में ही चला रहे हो ना मैडम के नाम से शायद.
बट मैंने कुछ ऐसा मतलब वो प्रोप्राइटरशिप वगैरह नहीं किया हुआ है. इवन वी आर नॉट यूजिंग करंट अकाउंट.
The proprietorship, when it is a proprietorship, there is no need of registering a proprietorship also. You can do proprietorship without registering also.
Okay.
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 Yes, sir. So don't worry. And as you are running it for a long time, just wait and watch. If there is something coming up, we'll see. Otherwise, we'll continue the way we are continuing.
Okay, sir.
All right, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Niranjan ji, please go ahead. Niranjan Badlapur MH. Unmute yourself, sir.
हाय सर।
Yes, sir.
सर प्रॉपर फी स्ट्रक्चर कैसे होना चाहिए, ये
सर,
कुछ बता सकते हो?
आपको दूसरा
क्योंकि
सेशन के लिए वेट करना पड़ेगा सर। आज के सेशन में फी स्ट्रक्चर नहीं है सर।
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
All right, sir. Any friends, anything only related to the government rules and regulation? Poonam madam. Dr. Poonam, can I interact? Unmute yourself, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, madam. How are you?
Fine, sir.
बोलो
सर, मुझे वो प्रोप्राइटरशिप पार्टनरशिप का ही पूछना था कि हम उद्योग आधार में जब करेंगे, अभी हम है सर 3 पार्टनर्स, तो हम वो प्रोप्राइटरशिप सिंगल पर्सन के नाम पे रखे कि पार्टनरशिप का डीड करके फिर पार्टनरशिप में कंटिन्यू करें?
Madam, I will suggest you, if there are 3 partners, I will suggest you to register your partnership deed also, and then you run it. Otherwise, one name, it may have problems to you all 3 in the future among yourself itself. लोगों के लिए तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा, राइट? आपके प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करने के लिए पहले से ही उसको रेडी करिए।
तो फिर सर अगर हम पार्टनरशिप करेंगे तो उसका हमें टैक्स में 30% स्लैब से टैक्स आएगा ना हमें?
मैडम ऐसा नहीं है, वो शेयर हो जाता है ना मैडम। पार्टनर्स का कंपनी पे करने के बाद वो तो शेयर ही हो जाता है ना।
मतलब ऐसा नहीं है ना कि टैक्स ज्यादा आएगा?
पूनम मैडम, आप अपने चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट से मेरी बात करवा दीजिएगा कभी भी। आप तो हमारे नेटवर्क में है तो उसको इजी हो जाएगा।
ओके सर, ओके सर।
हमेशा कभी भी पार्टनरशिप होता है तो उसका जो प्रॉफिट होता है वो तीनों में शेयर होएगा, वो तीनों का इंडिविजुअल आ जाएगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। और इफ द पार्टनरशिप इज पेइंग, सो आपके लिए वो एग्जम्प्ट हो जाएगा।
ओके सर।
पार्टनरशिप फर्म पे करेगा तो आपके लिए एग्जाम हो जाएगा। आप लोग शेयर करके लोगे तो आप शेयर्ड वाले में टैक्स भरोगे।
ओके,
ऑलराइट।
मतलब जो 30% टैक्स आएगा वो भी सब में शेयर हो जाएगा?
शेयर हो जाएगा और एग्जाम्प्ट हो जाएगा, वो पार्ट आपके लिए एग्जाम्प्ट हो जाएगा।
नहीं, मेरा क्या मानना था, मुझे ऐसे लग रहा था कि हर एक को 30% आएगा, ऐसा नहीं है ना?
सेम है ना मैडम, टोटल 30 हो क्या सबका अलग अलग 30 हो तो सेम ही हो गया ना। टोटल का 30 हो, टोटल का 30 हो या आपका 30 हो, सेम हो गया ना।
तब मेरे शेयर का 30% आएगा मेरे को ऐसे?
मैडम या तो टोटल, या तो 100 का 30% आएगा, या तो आपके शेयर का 33% का 30% आएगा, तो सेम बात हुआ ना।
हाँ, समझी मैं सर।
यस,
ओके,
ऑलराइट मैडम।
ठीक है सर, थैंक यू।
ऑलराइट, सो somebody is asking me, ऑलराइट, anybody else? Alright, Nikki, please go ahead, unmute yourself.
Yeah, so for the beginners, can you give some tips for the beginners, sir?
What is
the very first time?
Okay, madam, I'll suggest you to attend the full 1 week. So after 1 week, you will not be a beginner.
Okay.
Alright? So attend and listen to my session as much as possible. So you'll have a clear picture of all the topics. And then you attend the last Saturday and you can ask any of your queries if you have.
Okay, fine. Yeah, right? Thank you.
Yes. Friends, somebody is asking me for the age group. It is very clearly defined, 3 to 6 years, which is for nursery, LKG and UKG, 3 plus for nursery, 4 plus for LKG and 5 plus for UKG, 6 plus for first standard and 7 plus for second standard, which is clearly mentioned in the new education policy. All right. Niti Agarwal. So there is no confusion on the age criteria right now across India. It is very clearly defined in the NEP. All right. Mala, you have to be there to understand the new education policy, but today I have another 2 topics to cover up. We have only 24 minutes left out. Anybody else regarding only the government rules and regulations? All right, friends, let's move to the next part, the space requirement. The government requirement, the space requirement, I will not take much time. Friends, earlier to NEP, earlier to non-compulsory education, we were all doing any space, whatever was available to us. There are preschools in Mumbai, they run in 300 and 500 square feet also, which is 1 or 2 rooms max. They don't have spaces for play. There are certain schools across Bangalore, Hyderabad and Chennai. A standard preschool in this area are 1200 to 1500 to 2000 square feet maximum. If you go to small towns where the rentals are very cheaper, there are preschools available for 2000 and 3000 square feet. But I will suggest you, either you are running it, continue running the preschool as it is right now. Do not move your premises. First. Second, if you are a beginner, you are planning to start a school, plan for at least 1500 to 2000 square feet if you are a place other than Mumbai. Mumbai, don't plan anything right now. If you are planning anything apart from Mumbai, you can plan for a 1500 to 2000 square feet, which will be a very justified standard preschool across India. And if you are in rural place, go ahead, because the bigger the premises, understand this point, friend, very, very importantly. 2-3 important lines I am giving. Nikki, you have to understand, as you said, you are the beginner. Now, the first point is, bigger the premises, bigger the investment. Yes or no? Friends, bigger the premises, bigger the investment. Yes or no? More rentals, more furnitures, more toys, more cleanliness required, more maintenance required, right? More painting will be required. More people will be required to run the premises also. So what is the maximum, what is the basic important thing we need to say? The rental value, I'm going to write it for you, friends. It is very, very important point from my side. If you are having your own premises, it is very good, right? If you are looking for a rental premises, the rental value per month should be, please copy this point and keep it in your mind always, or write it down. Rental value per month should be same, I'll write, should be less than, sorry, should be less than or equals to fees per child per annum. Friends, understand this line very, very. I will come back to you, Shwetal Gupta. I'll come back to you. I know you are raising the hand. I'll come back to you. Rental value per month should be less than or equals to fees per child per annum, which is very, very important. I said the first thing as higher, bigger the premises, bigger the expenses, bigger the investment. Or what is the lesser, what is the right size? This is the right size. The rental value per month of your premises should be lesser than or equal to fees per child per annum. If my rental is 30,000 rupees, right? My fees per child has to be more than 30,000 rupees. It means within 12 students, you will be able to break even your rental value of the premises. Is that clear, friends? If it's clear, write clear. If it's not clear, let me explain it to you again. आपका फीस अगर 30,000 चार्ज करने वाले हो तो आपका रेंटल 30,000 से कम होना चाहिए. Is that clear? But if it's opposite, your rental is 30,000 and your fees is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, the business in that premises is not right. If you are taking more than 12 children to break even your rental, this is not the right place for your school or to do your business. Vivo 1815, you have to rename yourself, sir. Please explain again. I am ready to explain it, but I have to know your name and your location so that I can relate something. Vivo 1815, please rename or write at least you are from which location. Let's say Bangalore, I'm taking a premises for rental of 45,000 rental per month. I have to charge minimum 45,000 as fees per annum for one child. Then only this, okay, this is Fatima from Pune. All right, Fatima. Fatima, Pune, a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom rental is around 25,000-30,000 rupees. So if you are charging, if you are paying a rental of 25,000-30,000, 35,000 or 40,000 rupees, your fees has to be more than your rental value. Barbie Tai, is that clear now? आपका जो rental है, आपका building है तो there is no issue at all, right? If it's your own premises, there is no issue at all. If it's a rental premises, your rental has to be lesser than your fees. Then only you will make business in that particular building. Friends, is that clear? Fees per child means per annum. एक child per annum fees, I'm talking about per annum. एक साल का फीस आपके एक मंथ के रेंटल से ज्यादा होना चाहिए. 1 year fees per child should be more than 1 month of your rental. Is that clear now? Venkatesh, is that clear now? Can anybody copy my sentence and post it again in the chat box? I've written that sentence. I'm not able to go back and check. Can somebody can write? Can someone can just copy my sentence and rename yourself for others, please? Friends, very, very important. That we all understand. Otherwise, attending sessions will not be very, very distinct. So whatever really I'm speaking about it, I'm speaking from my 15 years of experience. I want you to all to relate. If you are already running a school, if you are paying higher rentals, right, you are really losing something. Or if you are paying, charging less fees than your rental values, even that is a concern for me, friends. So you need to understand that why this is important. All right, friends, is that clear now? Can I move ahead? Friends, can I move ahead? Anybody, whoever has shared, thank you so much. Sir, fees per annum to be considered for playgroup or nursery. Sir, it is average fees. And we will take almost nursery fees as the average fees always. So your standard fees is a nursery fees, right? Or you can add up your playgroup, nursery, LKG, UKG, and you can make average also. Thank you, Ajit Singh, for copy and sending my sentences. Anil Anand sir, thank you so much. So please, friends, consider the 2 sentences given by Ajit and Mr. Anil, right? So higher the rentals, right? Bigger the building, higher the investments, higher the rentals, very difficult for you to sustain. So the best part is the rental value should be lesser, right, than the fees per child per annum. That is the intake for your space. For every space, we take almost around 10, 12 to 15 admissions. Friend, I'm giving you a normal standard procedure. In a Bangalore, let's say I'm taking a 3-bedroom house. A 3-bedroom house in Bangalore is costing me 40,000 rental. I will keep my fees more than 40,000. That is one. Second thing is, if I'm getting a 3-bedroom house, generally I get 3-bedroom, I get 1 kitchen, I get a hall, and I get a car park, right? Generally, we make the kitchen as our offices, right? Kitchen is the smallest space, I know. At least we all 3 people can sit, me and the 2 parents, right? Father and mother visiting my school. So we put a small table in the kitchen and we do not waste any other space in the school premises. There is a kitchen slab where we decorate all our books and toys. We use the kitchen shelves to put our things, and we use the kitchen as a temporary office, right? And we use all the 3 rooms as our classrooms, and even a hall we can use as a classroom. Hall for the playgroup, and playgroup nursery, LKG, UKG has 3 classrooms. And the play area or the hall even we use for the play. So we have 1 hall, 1 car park, and 3 rooms. It means 5 spaces. For a 3-bedroom, we calculate 5 spaces. Is that clear? For 5 spaces, right, we take 75 admissions. 15 on an average of 15 admission per space. The average per space admissions is 15, but as a class, we take only 10 to 12 admissions. There is a ratio which is different than class and the space. Understand it. Class, we do not take more than 10 to 12 admission in Bangalore, but for the space, for every space we calculate 15. There is a different smile differences into this. Pritam sir, आप space के लिए तो 15 you are speaking, but for class you are speaking about 10 and 12. How that is possible? Friends, it is a preschool. It is not taken very seriously by the parents. The child is too young, right? And the child is absent in a preschool for at least 20-25% of the days. Monday your attendance will be the lowest, and Friday the attendance will be the highest. Friends, very, very important to understand, the absenteeism rate in this industry is around 20 to 25%. So for an admission, we calculate as per the space, and for the class, we calculate 10, 12, and 15, depending upon the areas, depending upon the cities, depending upon the small town and small villages. Is that clear? Friends, is that clear? What is the square feet of size? Right? Plan for at least, apart from Mumbai, if you are really planning to start, plan for around 1500 to 2000 square feet of space, right? And if it's 1500 square feet, you generally get a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom. For every space, you calculate 15 children, right? If it's clear, I want some 4-5 people to write it clearly. If you have queries, right, then be there on the video. I will try to interact with you. For Mumbai, friends, right, anything is possible. Even for 2 rooms, there are preschools running. There will be preschools running up. There will be something different, definitely for Mumbai. Otherwise, Mumbai will have a lot of issues. A small child will not try to travel at least 5-10 kilometers. A child will not travel 1 hour for a particular school. Friends, any queries on the government rules and the space? Swetal, you are there. You need to be in the video right now if you want to interact. Priya, you have raised your hand, so be there on the video. Yeah, Swetal, go ahead.
Sir, mine is a franchise-based school. So I have signed a franchisee. So there I am a proprietor. So do I need to still register my school?
I think you are from Karnataka, right?
Bangalore, yes, sir.
Karnataka, the rule as the old rule in 2018, it is only a trust society or a company only can run, no proprietorship.
Okay, so do I need to register now?
Not now, don't do anything right now, wait for the new one.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
Priya, if you want to interact, please there be on the video. Anybody in the video who wants to interact, Anilji, please go ahead, unmute yourself.
Good evening, sir. Sir, I want to get school up to class 5th. How much area I required now? First, I was planning preschool only. Now I am planning pre to 5th class. Just tell me only the area.
सर एरिया तो नहीं बोलता हूँ, अभी आपको एक नॉर्मल बेसिक गाइडलाइन देता हूँ. अप टू 5th स्टैंडर्ड के लिए बहुत ज्यादा कैटेगरीज नहीं है, और एवरी स्टेट, एजुकेशन इज ए स्टेट इशू, एवरी स्टेट हैज गॉट डिफरेंट रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस. आप एक बार अपने बीओ से मिल लीजिए, सर मैं 5th तक चलाने वाला हूँ, आप कैसे बिल्डिंग में आप मुझे अप्रूवल दोगे. आपके यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं, मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ 2000 स्क्वायर फीट में भी आपको अप्रूवल मिल जाएगा यूपी में, राइट. बट फॉर अप टू 5th स्टैंडर्ड यू नीड एटलीस्ट दैट 8 रूम्स. 3 रूम तो प्ले स्कूल के लिए चाहिए, और 5 क्लास के लिए 5 रूम चाहिए. 8 रूम्स तो ये हो गया सर आपका, है ना. पर वो स्क्वायर फीट एक ही फ्लोर में है कि डिफरेंट फ्लोर्स का है, वो भी चेक करना है. तो
ग्राउंड फ्लोर ओनली सर, ग्राउंड फ्लोर ओनली.
अगर ग्राउंड फ्लोर है तो 5 रूम को 300 स्क्वायर फीट में 300 स्क्वायर फीट का एक भी बोलूंगा तो आपको 8 चाहिए आपको. 2500 प्लस थोड़ा सा स्पेस लोगे ग्राउंड के लिए, तो मिनिमम तो 3000 मान के चलिए.
3000 और 3500 सर.
हाँ, कम से कम मान के चलिए मेरी तरफ से. बाकी तो आप अपना से पूछिएगा जरूर.
ओके सर, थैंक यू, थैंक यू.
Anybody else, friends, wants to interact? Whoever is there in the video. Priya, you have to wait for my NEP session. This is a session we have very dedicated for this week. We have specific topic. Stay connected. I will definitely cover your NEP also. Niranjan, please go ahead. Unmute yourself.
हाय सर. मेरे 2 स्कूल के ब्रांचेस है, जिसमें एक रेंटेड है और एक ओनरशिप पे है. ओके. तो इसमें हम कैसे कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं कि एवरेज फी क्या होनी चाहिए, और उसका रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट जो है वो कैसे देखना चाहिए?
सर अपना रेंटल वैल्यू कैलकुलेट कर लीजिए एक अलग से.
ओके, टोटल फी और रेंटल वैल्यू.
अपने बिल्डिंग का एक रेंटल वैल्यू निकाल लीजिए और फिर कैलकुलेट करिए.
ओके,
ठीक है.
थैंक यू सर.
Friends, let's go move forward. Friend, the next part for us is the staff requirement. Friends, it is my passion to run these preschools. I'm in this industry for last 15 years. I've been able to run 685 centers across India. I have traveled from Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Gujarat to Northeast to understand this industry. I have done almost more than, I'll say, 100 workshops, online and offline. I have traveled to Assam. I have done sessions in Guwahati, Imphal, Kanyakumari. I have done it in Punjab, Jammu Kashmir, Delhi, Gujarat, right? I have done it in Bangalore, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Chennai, Pune very regularly to understand this industry. And the most difficult part was that people are running these preschools. Either they are paying a very high rentals, they are paying a huge royalties, or they have overstaffing, right? I've been to one of my own school, right? Even after training, I found that they have 5 teachers extra. I've been to a premises. I was doing a Lucknow Jalandhar session, and I found out a lady running a school for last 13 years in her own premises, and she has got extra 4 teachers. Extra 4 teachers means she is not earning anything, friends. It is not a school that it is a cyclic. You are just paying your rental salary. You are just having your time pass in that same premises? Are you earning money out of it? So I have seen a lot of schools have what I say is overstaffing. If you as a preschool owners, these preschools are small preschools, you have 50 children, you have 70 children, you have 100 children, you have 200 children. For running these preschools, do you need extra 5 people to run a preschool? Do you need a principal? Do you need a vice principal? Do you need a caretaker? How many caretakers you need? Do you need a security guards? We need to understand that part. So friends, I have seen most of the people, those who are running into losses, the major reason is higher rentals, higher royalties, and overstaffing. Friend, it is very, very important. For every 15 kids, you should have one teacher and you should have one caretaker. Beyond this, no school principal, no school counselor, no security guards. You can have one teacher extra. That extra teacher will solve the absentees of your teachers. That extra teacher will solve your security requirement in your gates. Friends, teachers are available. Teachers are available for even 5,000, 7,000 and 10,000 into metro cities. Find it out. If you do not have experiences, please find out what is the teacher salary. Do not offer the salary, right? Do not ask for the salary, offer the salary. You can say that I'm ready to pay you 5,000 per month, 7,000 per month, or 10,000 or 15,000 per month, but do not ask for their expectations because they are not aware of the industry. Experienced teachers, they are aware. Freshers are not aware in this industry. Security guard. Keeping extra teacher is easy or keeping a security guard is cheaper? What is there? Anybody running a school? What is your teacher salary and what is your security guard salary? If anybody has got a security guard, I suggest you to please mention it. What is your teacher salary and what is your security guard salary? Friends, write it down. What is your teacher salary and what is your security guard salary? Teacher salary is 8,000. Niti Agarwal, Noida. And a caretaker security guard is 12,000. Niti madam, security guard रखना चाहिए, teacher रखना चाहिए. Right? Parents will love to see a teacher in the gate or a security guard in the gate. Friends, I have 5 teachers. I have 3 teachers. I have 2 teachers. It is the teacher role to be there in the gate while the child is coming inside the school or going out of the school. During the morning hours and during the afternoon hours, every teacher and caretaker will go to the gate to drop their kids. Rest of the time, there will be a lock or there will be a calling bell that we are inside, press the bell. If you are having no security guard, it's good, no issues. But I will suggest to hire an extra teacher rather than a security guard. Or hire an assistant teacher than a security guard. Or hire a caretaker rather than a security guard. Is that clear, friends? Now, whoever is listening out of 63 people, right? 63 people, right? What you want? You want a teacher or you want a security guard? Friends, very, very important. Now, coming back to me as a principal, me as a counselor. Friends, who are you? You are the owner of the school, right? Do you need a principal for the school? Do we all need a principal for the school? How many of you have a counselor? How many of you have a principal for your school? How many of you have a principal for your school? Friends, my way of running a preschool is we do not hire any principal. I do not hire any coordinator for the school. If I am the owner, I am the principal, I am the coordinator. Niti Agarwal, if you have a principal, then who are you? What is your role in your school? Are you a teacher? I'm asking Niti Agarwal. Either you be there in the video or you can talk to me on my SMS. नीति, अगर आप प्रिंसिपल रखते हो तो आपका काम क्या है स्कूल में? आप इन्वेस्टर हो या ओनर हो?
Sir, I'm the owner, but I think जब start किया था तो I thought one experienced principal is required. Now, after 3 years of experience, I'm also thinking that it is of no good use
No
to
good
have extra
news. All right, that is what I wanted to listen. How much you were paying your principal?
20.
20,000 into 12 months, 2,40,000 rupees. You should have earned in last 3 years. 7 lakhs rupees you should have saved.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So friends,
Definitely.
you need to understand that you are the owner, you are the investor, you are a teacher. If you are an investor, then you can keep a teacher, a principal or a coordinator. If you are a teacher, you can keep a principal or a coordinator. But if you are an owner, trust me, you have to behave like a coordinator or a principal. Small preschools, Niti madam, 30, 50, 70, 80, 100 बच्चों को संभालने के लिए, to manage some small 50, 70, 80, 100 children, you don't need extra principal. It is not a school with 500 children, 1,000 children that you need a principal, you need a subject teachers. Because you are giving your earning to that principal. Yes, आपने तो नहीं कमाया होगा 3 साल में 7 लाख, but you have paid it to your principal. To manage your teachers, you have 5, 7, 8 teachers. To manage your 5, 7 teachers, you kept a principal. Right? So understand the security guard, understand the principal and the coordinator. You will be able to know where we are going wrong. So friends, let's close for the day. It is almost the time. Stay tuned for the tomorrow. We have, I think tomorrow is the curriculum and the training part, right? Let me check out, friends. Yes, tomorrow we have curriculum and the training. So if you have any queries regarding the government rules and regulations, just hold on, friends, hold on. Friends, can you all go on to this link? I'm there to take your question and answers. I've given the link of the Facebook, and I request everybody to write at least 2, 3, 4 lines about today's session so that it will motivate for me to give you a sessions tomorrow. It is my passion that I wanted to give you all information. There are a lot of team members who has connected with you. If you want to join Hello Kids, please call us, right? We were India's first no royalty model preschool chain. If you want to convert your existing school to Hello Kids, that is possible. You want to write anything, any question, you can definitely give it to me on my WhatsApp, right? Somebody can share my WhatsApp number, please. Anybody from my team, share my WhatsApp number to everyone. Right, friends, but I need this message. I am expecting that you do write a feedback with me. I'm giving you another 2-3 minutes of time. Please share. I've already shared the link with you again and again. I'm sharing it for the 3rd time now. I request everybody to write the review, write the feedback about today's session, and then join me for the question and answer session. I'll be there for next 15 minutes to take your questions or to take. Nivedita, I'll come back to you. Nivedita, I'll request you if you can click the link and write the review for me for today's session, please. I request everybody to write at least 3-4 lines so that it will motivate to me to do more and more sessions with you all. Nandini has already shared my number with you all. Please do not call me. If you have any queries, definitely write to me, WhatsApp it to me. I'll try to answer it, or I'll try to give you a call back for sure. Friends, I have shared the link with you. I request thank you so much, Niranjan. I think it is Kill Bill Preschool. You are there, and I have got your first message on that. But I'm looking for more and more bigger messages. What is your understanding? How did you like about today's session? Whatever the information, higher the rentals, higher the fees, higher the investment, bigger the premises, bigger the investment, right? and trust society or a company to run the preschools. A standard preschool will be around 1500 to 2000 square feet. You need to must have a CCTV camera, fire safety norms, right? Please do that, friends. I am waiting for your answers. Poonam madam, thank you so much. Every time I get a message from you, right? So I have somebody, Sairam, Amuda. Please keep attending, Sairam, so that you'll be able to know a lot of insights, and I will definitely bring and give you more and more time if possible. If I'm not able to answer you anything, you can definitely use the same link to ask me question also. I'll reply you in the same part. Friends, I'm waiting. I'm just got only 3 messages. Out of 63, I am expecting a message from every one of you. Yes, Venkatesh, as of now, no, but in future, yes. Yashwin Gupta, Jahalwar, Rajasthan, trust is always better than the societies. As per me. So, मेरी तरफ से, it is always trust, not the society. So, Dripta Bhattacharya, I got your message. Manoj Kumar Jha, thank you so much. Sairam, Amar, Kilvil, Amarjit Singh, Poonam Madam, Padmani Madam, thank you so much. Swetal Gupta. Friends, what about others? I'm still waiting, and let's start interacting so that people, those who have already sent me a message, Padmani, Swetal, Poonam, whoever has already sent it, you can interact with me. If you have any queries, be there on the video or start writing on the chat box. Padmini Madam, any queries for me? Amar, Poonam Madam, Swetal Gupta, Nivedita, please write a comment, Madam, first. Please click the link. Nikki, I'm expecting a message from you also as a new participant. What was your understanding to today's session? Niti Agarwal, can you please comment on the link given, please? Vanita, Nitin, Niti. Gautam, can you please write this message for me? Okay, Niti, I got it from you. Thank you so much. Harish Singh. All right. Anybody like to interact? Anybody with any queries, please raise your hand. Or I have to say goodbye for today. We'll definitely come back tomorrow, same time, 5 o'clock. Harish Singh, there is no size of the room. If you are constructing, you try to construct it almost like a 15 by 20 size. Otherwise, whatever the size you have, try to accommodate yourself. Thank you. Friends, as Mr. Harish is asking about the size, if you are constructing a preschool rooms, try to make it 250 to 300 square feet, or whatever you get it as a rental, try to accommodate and take use of it. Yes, Bangalore 35,000 rupees is a good fees. Don't worry. I request everybody to increase your fees to 20-25% now. Nivedita, go ahead, unmute yourself. Priya, increase your fees to around 20% now. 20% from the fees what you were charging in March 2020. March 2020 में आपका जो भी fees था, try to increase your fees. Nivedita, please unmute yourself if you are there. Nivedita, go ahead. Okay, Padmini madam, go ahead. I'm not able to talk to Nivedita. Padmini madam, unmute yourself.
So good evening.
Good evening, madam.
My question is, now,
Yes.
for example, I have quite a few children for LKG and quite a few numbers in UKG.
Okay.
Okay. Is there any possibilities to make a format where I can add up both the classes for some of the sessions and conduct it together?
Don't do it, madam. Madam, don't do it.
Okay, okay. As of now, I have got it separately done because in each class I have only 10 children. 10 for LKG, 10 for UKG.
10 is a good number, madam, for LKG, UKG.
Then I have got 2 separate teachers.
Yes.
So
It has to
is
keep
that
it,
fine?
keep it separately, madam.
Okay, sir. Thank
But
you. Thank you.
LKG and UKG has got too much of curriculum.
Yeah, yeah. That's
So
that's the
let's
reason.
not mix up and then don't confuse the kids.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Niveta, please go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hello, sir.
Yes, madam.
Is there any agreement for how many years our franchise will be in our concern? What about the agreement?
With
I'm
Hello Kids
asking
or
if
with?
we are in tie-up with your franchise.
Madam, Hello Kids is generally 2 to 3
Hello,
years
sir.
term. You have to check
Hello,
out
Kids.
it is Hello Kids is generally 2 to 3 years. You
Okay,
have to check. You have to check your
okay,
package.
sir.
You have to check from the office that how many is yours part. So whoever was connecting with you, call
Okay,
Gautami
sir.
and find it out, madam. Gautami, Nandini, whoever is listening to Niveta, madam, please check and let her know that it is 2 years or 3 years.
I'm new to this, sir. Today only I got the call from your franchise.
Okay, they will update you, madam.
I plan to open.
Okay, you want to plan to open, madam. We have
Yes,
different,
sir.
we have 2 years also, we have 3 years also, madam.
That
They will,
I have to think and decide. That's why I was.
madam, they will update
Hello,
you, madam.
sir.
Don't worry. They will update you, madam.
Yes, sir. Sir, the link what you have sent, I can't able to connect, sir. Later I will connect to your link, sir.
All right, madam.
That
Thank
you
you.
Facebook link.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I forgot the password of my Facebook, sir. Just I have to recollect and I have to link to your Pitam Agarwal link.
Yeah,
Okay,
madam.
sir.
I will share the link again.
Yes.
Swetal Gupta, if I raise 20%, a parent won't object. No, parent do not have any choices right now. A lot of preschools are closed. We have already reduced the fees in the last academic year. We are all struggling with to pay our salary and rentals and everything. So this year we are planning to increase up to 20-25% for all our schools.
Sir,
And I request you also to increase the fees.
sir,
Yes.
one request. Sir, due to COVID situation, is it okay for sir to open? A lot of struggles are there. That's why I'm asking.
Madam, things will be good by Jan, Feb, March, and before the new academic year starts, everything will be normal. School has
Okay, sir.
to open with some rules and regulations, and we have to run it as a school. The
Okay, sir.
kids education online is little difficult, but yes, online, offline both together, we have to do that.
Yes, yes, sir. That's why I'm asking, sir,
All
for
right.
my clarification. Sir, you do you have safety measures for the COVID-19, sir, in our premises?
Which madam?
If they are, no, sir, I'm asking COVID safety measures. If we open our premises,
We have
that is our
guidelines.
preschool.
We have guidelines for all our centers, madam.
Okay, sir. Because the parents usually used to ask
Not
to
madam.
save their children.
We definitely give it
As
to
a
you.
children.
We will give it to you, madam.
Oh yes, sir. That's yes, sir. Thank you so much for your answer, sir.
So friends, hope everybody has already commented on the link given, and I request everybody to join tomorrow 5 p.m. for some more session on training and curriculum. So thank you all for joining today's session, and see you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Thank you. Have a great evening ahead, friends.